Now to the Category 4 hurricane moving up the Atlantic tonight. Hurricane Fiona, now a monster 800 miles across the East Coast, soon feeling the effects from Florida up to Maine. Right now, winds 130 miles an hour. A hurricane watch in effect at this hour for Bermuda ahead of the hurricane's arrival there. Air Force pilots flying inside Fiona's eye, sending that data, of course, to the National Hurricane Center. While in Puerto Rico tonight, the trail of destruction left behind. Senior meteorologist Rob Marciano in Bermuda tonight, where they are bracing for the hurricane. He has the preparations and the new track tonight.
Tonight, hurricane hunters flying inside Fiona's eye. The storm, some 800 miles across. The Category 4 hurricane now churning north toward Bermuda. All of the fresh water here in Bermuda is stored in residential tanks like this one. It's actually rainwater that's captured off these specially designed limestone roofs. This past summer has been so dry, people have had to actually buy water. So they'll take the rain. But as sturdy as some of these homes look, not all will be able to withstand a Cat 4 storm. Fiona gaining strength after making its first landfall in Puerto Rico Sunday night, then slamming the Dominican Republic and the Turks and Caicos. At least 4 dead across the Caribbean. The amount of destruction becoming more clear. In Puerto Rico, more than 1 million customers still don't have power, and temperatures feel like they're around 100 degrees. Many families displaced, struggling with what comes next.
This is a school that's been converted into a shelter.
Our Victor Oquendo meeting Carla Castro and her 2 teenage sons at this shelter outside San Juan.
Have you gone back to your house? ¿Has regresado a tu casa?
Fui ayer, pero está todo patas arriba, todo lleno de fango, los matres, todo está todo inundado.
She went yesterday. She says that her house is a total loss. It's just a mess.
She shows him video of her flooded home. Wiping away tears, she says her priority is her 2 sons, who are due to start school. She doesn't know how long she can stay in the shelter, but she has nowhere else to go.
And let's bring Rob Marciano back in with us tonight. He's now in Bermuda. He's going to time this out. And Rob, I know you're also tracking other tropical threats as well tonight.
Lots of action, David. This storm just 600 miles to our south. We've already seen some of the outflow clouds spin overhead, and the eye on the satellite picture just looks as menacing. Check it out. It's now over the open waters of the Atlantic and nothing but warm water and moist air ahead of it. So it will stay a Category 4, potentially getting stronger as it passes just to the west of Bermuda late tomorrow night into early Friday, and then as a strong damaging storm into Atlantic Canada. And yeah, high surf, big waves, and rip currents for the East Coast. As it passes just to our west tomorrow, this computer model says if it does jog east by 50 miles, that would be catastrophic for Bermuda. We're on the worst side of this storm. Here's all the action in the Atlantic. Several waves to talk about, but the first most effective one is going to be the one heading into the Caribbean. That one, most of our computer models bring it to hurricane strength through the Caribbean and into the Gulf of Mexico next week. Watching that one carefully, but first we have to get through